So why the move to June?
I think the main thing was, we were tired of the September storms. We tried doing outdoor movies. The last two film festivals, one got snowed out, and one got rain and snowed out last year. So, a September snowstorm basically just stops people from coming out. If there's snow on the passes on Thursday and Friday, then Missoula, Bozeman, Helena are staying home. But a June snowstorm, which we very well may get, isn't necessarily going to stop people from coming. As soon as that snow's done, it's, we're on the road, we're going. It's June, who cares about snow?
Right.
And the other thing is, with it being in September when people come here, like that's the last time they're basically coming here for the year. And I think, if we can get people here in June, that works a lot better for Butte because they're going to see Butte not in this, rainy, snowy, kind of cold atmosphere, but, late June and July are beautiful here. And, I think if they come late June, especially from Bozeman, Missoula, Helena, Kalispell, Great Falls area, we're hoping that they're going to, come back a few times. Come back for the Folk Festival, come back for Irish Fest, just come back and walk around and see what Butte is.
Oh, what's new this year?
All the movies.
150 of them.
This year we were able to add some really quality programming. We have a couple of films that premiered at South by Southwest. We've got a film that's having its festival premiere here that had an in-progress screening at Sundance this year. And so the level of film, as far as prestige, has been going up year by year as we get more known, and as the filmmakers in our circle continue to progress with their skill and their careers. We were also able to, with the move to June, attract a little bit higher caliber of filmmaker because they didn't have a conflict with the Toronto International Film Festival, which used to be on our weekend.
Or the Emmys.
Or the Emmys, which was also on our weekend.
Yeah.
Now we've got a couple of films that were made by Emmy winners, which is exciting. So we've been growing, not so much as far as size of the festival, but a little bit more in prestige as we get older. And we're also growing our festival on-demand screening. So this year, unlike other years, we'll have a few selections that will only be available on our festival on-demand screens. We're going to add an extra one of those this year, so we'll have 3 of those available for you. One will be at the Art Chateau, one will be at 51 Below, and one will be at Quarry Brewing. So you can go to a brewery, a speakeasy, or an art gallery, depending on the feel you want when you want to go watch some of our other selections. As far as new this year, we're going back to Butte Central Catholic, so that's new. So that's going to be a nice venue for us, and we're going to have a store there, and we're going to have a store at Quarry, which will be a little bit different, and we'll have the festival jukeboxes open all week long there, which is also a little bit different instead of just two days, the last 2 days. So some more things to look forward to, some more ways to access the festival, and definitely a lot of new content. There are so many films that I'm just really excited to share with people.
Are you going to have your opening at the Cove Light again?
Yeah. Yep, we'll be opening with a 3-time festival alum. Scott Lansing has a new film called Flint, and it's a really extremely powerful documentary about the lead crisis in the water in Flint and the cover-up on that. It brought me to tears. It's a film that I think everybody needs to see. I think it's, Butte will definitely connect with that film, based off Butte's past and mining history and environmental damage that exists here. And, the filmmaker, the director, got to take that film and play it, in front of the Michigan Assembly, to show the governor and all these other people who, have been not really giving this the attention that it needs. They won't allow the EPA to do tests. They won't allow, people to get the correct information because they know, if people have the correct information, it's going to look really bad for them.
Instruct the EPA to do tests in a certain way to jog the numbers so that it looks way safer than it is.
Yeah. And, it was criminal what happened there. And it's the people of Flint that are suffering for it. And that's going to just leak out into other communities and stuff like that too. You can't put acid in people's pipes. And you should have seen some of these. I mean, the pipes were just gone. They were eaten completely away by the amount of corrosiveness that was in the Flint River. But to me, that was the most powerful, I think, film that I've seen for this year. Just amazing.
And one that I think that people will connect with, that's very powerful from the narrative side, is Blackpool. It's a story about two Irishmen who run into each other in a bar in the United States.
Like that's ever happened before.
And one of them recognizes the other one from 1988, and he recognizes him as the man who killed his father in Northern Ireland. So it has a little history. It has a little vengeance. It's a really unexpected ride through how one would process that information. And I think that people are really going to love that. I think people are really going to love Grandview Boulevard, which is about it's about a cult leader who hires a filmmaker to come do a film about him, and takes him on this crazy journey. And it's mirthful, it's fun. Spencer McCall is the filmmaker there. He'll be here. We're showing that, as well as In Bright Axiom, which is a documentary companion to that film about a group of artists that would do experiential, ritualistic installations, and they would take people through all these things with no religious connotation whatsoever. People would start to put it on there because they're used to experiencing this type of thing with that attachment. And it's really interesting to see just the way that sort of all plays out. And every one of the films that we're playing this year has something really, really, really special and unique to offer. And I'm just very, very proud of our filmmakers, and I'm hopeful that we can get a lot of them out here. A lot of them have already confirmed, and it's going to be a great time. I'm excited.
What are the dates officially for?
June 19th through the 23rd. Closing night's also going to be at the Covalite. So the Covalite, the Finland, Copper Bowl, and Butte Central Catholic are going to be our three larger screening venues. And then as Brian said, the Quarry is our main on-demand screening room. And then the Clark Chateau and 51 Below round out the others. But I would really love to see more people start using, the on-demand screens, and I think that's just, to me, at bigger festivals, you're so kind of on the outside, it's hard to get into those, premiere screenings and stuff like that. So having a place where people can go and just watch anything that's already played, plus our, on-demand selections, it's something that sets our festival apart from every other film festival.